I used to have zero confidence, and it kept me from going after the jobs I wanted, making friends, talking to girls, and enjoying life the way it's meant to be lived. And I was frustrated because, like most people, I thought confidence meant being the most outgoing or the smoothest talker, and that was not me. But thankfully, that's not it at all. It doesn't matter if you're loud, quiet, extroverted, introverted, whoever you are, you can learn to be confident. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you something you can do to literally start unlocking your confidence today. But the first thing you need to know, which helped me to start building my confidence from the ground up, is that confidence isn't a feeling. You can be confident without actually always feeling confident, because confidence isn't rooted in feelings. It's rooted in actions. And sure, you want to feel confident. When we feel confident, we feel better about ourselves. We feel better about life. It feels like we can take on more things. And people who are perceived as more confident and act more confident earn more money. They gain more people's trust. They're looked to as leaders. There's a lot of benefits that come with the air of confidence. So don't get me wrong, you want to feel confident. That's a good thing. But confidence itself is not based in feelings. It's based in actions and the things that you do. So what is confidence? Confidence is the trust you have in yourself to be able to figure out any situation you're in. Feeling confident does boost your overall trust in yourself, and that trust is built up through action. There's a concept in psychology called the confidence-competence loop. And the idea is that if I am competent at a skill, I will feel more confident performing that skill. And when I feel more confident performing a skill, my competency in that skill goes up as well. It's an endless loop. For example, I grew up playing basketball. I've played basketball ever since I was a kid. I was obsessed with it when I was younger. And because of that, I've shot a basketball thousands and thousands of times. I'm competent at the skill of shooting a basketball. Because of my competency in shooting a basketball, I'm also confident when there's a ball in my hands. I'm confident to shoot a basketball as well. So the more shots I take, the more competent at that skill I'll become, and as a result, the more confident I'll be at shooting a basketball. And the more confidence I have when shooting a ball, the more competent I'll become as well. Again, it's an endless cycle that keeps on going. So I feel confident when I'm doing something that I am competent at. But what about when I'm doing something I'm not as competent at? Say something like public speaking. Public speaking terrifies me. It still does to this day. So I am less competent because I've put in less repetitions. Therefore, I'll feel less confident when I'm performing the skill of public speaking. My feeling of confidence varies depending on what I'm doing at any given moment. My state, my physical state, my mental state, that impacts the amount of confidence that I feel. But again, confidence is rooted in action. Confidence is your trust in yourself to be able to figure out any situation you're placed in. So if I am public speaking, it doesn't matter how confident I feel. If I trust myself enough to be able to get up there, give a speech, whether I'm shaking or not, but trust myself that I'll be able to get through it and figure it out, that's confidence. Confidence isn't getting up there and being the most articulate, smooth talking, and giving the best presentation. Sure, that might come off as confidence, but real confidence is taking the action and trusting that I'll be able to get through it. So the question is, how do we build up that trust? How do we build up that level of trust so much that we're willing to try anything and know that we can make it through, that we can get through that? Building confidence is a funny thing because you don't get to be more confident by trying to be more confident. Confidence is a result. It's an effect. It's not the cause. Imagine building confidence like building a house. A house is the end product. That's the end result that you want. But how do you get the house? Well, you build a house by excavating, hammering, sawing, planning, building, putting all the pieces of a house together to get a house. A house doesn't just magically appear when you want a house. You have to take the actions to put the pieces together to get the end result of a house. The same is true for confidence. Every time you take another action and increase your competency, it's like laying another brick to build the house. There may be some parts of your house that are unfinished, a little drafty. You know, you have a living room that has no wall. There's just plastic up and there's a breeze coming in. You may have a shed out back that all you've done is lay the foundation, but you haven't even built the thing yet. These unfinished areas are the areas that you're less competent in. in life. Whereas you may have a lot of finished areas of the house. You may have a solid kitchen with beautiful cookware in there. Your fireplace is looking good, it's burning hot. Your front yard is beautifully landscaped and you have a nice picket fence securing it. Those finished parts of your house are the areas that you feel more competent. Your house may not be finished, but you can still live in it. You might just have a breeze coming in here and there from different walls that are unfinished. In this analogy, your home is representative of the overall trust you have in yourself, your confidence. The more unfinished parts of your home, the lower your overall confidence will be. So do you have to be 100% competent in all areas to be totally confident? No. You just have to be willing to try. You just have to be willing to put in the work and say, hey, I know I'm not competent in this area yet. I know this area of my life is unfinished, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to put in the work to try to figure this out because I trust myself enough to know that I can learn this skill, to know that I can get through it no matter how hard it is in the moment. So how do you become more confident right now? Well, confidence, again, is the amount of trust you have in yourself to be able to figure it out, to say, hey, I may not be good at this, I may not be competent at this, but I'm willing to try. I'm willing to put myself in this situation to learn, to grow. Whether I fail, whether I succeed, I'm willing to try because I trust I can get through it. I trust I can figure it out. So the more times you do that, the more times you put yourself in a situation to try, the more trust you build in yourself. You grow a track record. You create a list of things that you say, hey, this was hard. This was scary. I was terrible at this. I sucked at this, but I tried. I got through it. I did it. I learned. The longer that track record, the more you're willing to try, the more you prove to yourself that you can figure out any situation that you're in, the more confident you'll become. If you avoid the things that scare you, your overall trust in yourself will go down. If you are willing to try more of the things that scare you, your overall trust in yourself will go up. So the secret to unlocking more confidence that's already inside of you is to do more things, to try more things. In particular, try more things that scare you. And you might be like, well, damn, that's going to take a long time to just try things over and over and over and do more things that scare me. My confidence won't go up for years. But I told you at the beginning of this video, we're going to do something to unlock more of your confidence today. So we're going to shortcut the system here because your confidence is rooted in action. Now, I didn't say it's future action. I didn't say it's the present action. Action means any action through the span of your life, meaning the action you will take in the future, but also the actions you've taken in the past. No matter who you are, I'm sure you've been through challenges. I'm sure you've taken actions that were scary, that were hard, that were difficult to get you to where you are today. And we shouldn't discount those. They might be easy to forget because we tend to focus on the things that are holding us back, the things that make us feel not so great about ourselves. So those actions that we've taken in the past that would show a high level of confidence, we kind of tend to push them out for the sake of how we're feeling right now. If we don't feel we're confident, if we don't feel we're making progress, we focus on that. We don't focus on those old things, those old actions in the past that got us to where we are today. Because I guarantee you've taken actions in your life to build your confidence that you would look back and say, wow, a confident person would have taken that action. A confident person got me to where I am today. The trust you have in yourself, the trust you built over your lifetime led you here. And we can tap into that to boost the level of confidence that you feel in this moment so that you can move forward with more trust in yourself to take more action on more things that scare you. So in the description below, there's a link to a free exercise that will uncover some of those confident actions that you've taken in the past to get you here today. And going through those, uncovering those, and tapping back into the person you are that led you here to this point will already begin to unlock a whole other level of confidence that you may not have even known you had in there. I can't give you confidence. Nobody can give you confidence. You're the only one that can recognize that you are a confident person, and the actions you've taken throughout your life have proven it. So this exercise is just a way to remind you of who you already are. You are confident whether you feel it or not. So let's unlock more of it. So download the exercise below and let's unleash that confidence, baby. See you in the next video.